We live in this hyper-connected world. But have you ever stopped to think about why Europe's universities still seem to be stuck on their own little digital islands? Well, today we're diving into the massive project that's trying to change all that, a quest to build digital bridges across the entire continent.
I mean, it seems like a pretty basic question, right? You'd think this would be a solved problem by now. But this one simple scenario really gets to the heart of the challenge. Right now, hundreds of universities are basically speaking different digital languages, which makes it almost impossible for them to communicate and share information smoothly.
And look, this isn't just a minor annoyance. We're talking about very real, very frustrating barriers. It turns student mobility into a bureaucratic nightmare, it slows down vital research, and it makes lifelong learning feel totally disjointed. Every university is essentially locked in its own digital silo, and that makes working together incredibly difficult.
So what's the fix? Well, you can't just create one giant super app and force every single university to use it. That's a non-starter. The real solution is actually much smarter, much more elegant. You create a common language, a shared set of rules that lets all their different, unique systems finally talk to each other.
And that brings us to the hero of our story, this word right here, interoperability. It's the secret sauce, the magic that makes everything just work. It's how your banking app can talk to a shop's card reader no matter who made them. And for universities, this is the key to creating a truly seamless flow of information.
Now, luckily, we're not starting from scratch. There's a master plan for all of this, and it's called the European Interoperability Framework, or EIF. Just think of it as the official blueprint. It's the guide that shows universities and entire countries how to build their digital systems so they can all connect and cooperate.
And the EIF is really clever because it breaks this huge problem down into 4 manageable layers. You can't just plug in the tech and hope for the best. First, you need the legal layer, getting the rules and policies right. Then, you need the organizational layer, which is all about getting the university's processes in sync. After that comes the semantic layer. This one is critical. It makes sure that when one university says student credit, every other university knows exactly what that means. Only then, once all that is in place, do you get to the technical layer and actually connect the computers. It really is like building a city. You need the laws and the street signs before you can even think about paving the roads.
Okay, so a blueprint is fantastic, but you can't build a house with just a drawing, right? You need actual materials. You need bricks and pipes and windows that all fit together. And it's the exact same idea in the digital world.
And that brings us to our next key concept, architecture building blocks, or ABBs. If the EIF is the blueprint, then these are your standardized, pre-made parts. They're like Lego bricks for building digital services. Everyone agrees on the shape and size, so you know that no matter who builds what, it's all going to snap together perfectly in the end.
So what do these building blocks actually look like? Well, here are a few key examples. You have authentication federations, which is the tech that lets that student from Lisbon log in securely in Berlin. Then you have things like a capability map, which often uses a model like the Higher Education Reference Model, or HERM, to help universities see how all their different business services fit into the big picture. And you've got vocabularies, basically a shared dictionary, to make sure data means the same thing everywhere. Each of these blocks solves one very specific, very important piece of the puzzle.
Okay, so this is where it all comes together. You take that big picture blueprint, the EIF, and you combine it with these practical, reusable building blocks, the ABBs, and that's when something really powerful starts to happen.
You start to deliver real, measurable value. This chart shows you exactly where. You're solving those exact problems we talked about at the beginning. Suddenly, student mobility gets way easier. Lifelong learning becomes a clear, connected path. Research collaboration can speed up. You're building a truly connected ecosystem where everyone wins.
And if you zoom out, the strategic payoff is just massive. Big ideas like the European Student Card can suddenly be rolled out way faster. And because this is all based on a common language, not one specific product, it works for everyone, no matter what tech they're using. You get better data for planning, more value out of public money. I mean, the whole system just becomes smarter and more efficient.
At the end of the day, this is the vision that drives everything. It's not really about connecting computer systems, it's about creating a single, truly borderless European campus, where information and opportunity can flow to whoever needs it, wherever they are.
So by building this common digital language, the whole idea of a connected European education area stops being just a nice idea in a policy paper and starts becoming a real, functional thing. The foundation is being laid right now. And that leaves us with the most exciting question of all. Once it's finished, what amazing new things are we going to build on top of it?